Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a poem from your English literature book, Beehive. This is the third poem of your book in chapter number 3. In chapter number 3, this is the third poem. The name of the poem is Rain on the Roof. Rain on the Roof. First of all, let's see an introduction. As we find from the title, The Rain on the Roof. The poet is talking about rain. Here in this poem, the poet quotes Kinney. Shares all his feelings and memories about the rain falling on the roof of his home. So, this is a very appropriate time to study this poem, as the season of monsoon is there currently and everyone is experiencing rain. So, we can relate to this poem. Now in this lesson, I'll discuss the explanation of the poem. Then I'll also discuss the difficult word meanings. First of all, we see what is written there in the box before the poem. Before starting poem, we see what is written in the box. In the box is written, when the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? What thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? Read the poem to find out what the poet dreamed of while listening to the rain. In the box is a question. Question is that the time when the whole sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, then have you heard the patter means sound, the sound of soft rain, sound of rain on your roof? Have you heard? This is the question. Now many persons can say that when in my home, when they are in their home and at the time of raining, they don't hear the sound of rain. So I would like to tell you that there are some materials with which if the roof is made, at that situation we can hear the sound of the rain. Those materials are tin roof, when our roof is tin roof or asbestos roof, then we can hear the sound of the rain. When our roofs of our house are made of tin or asbestos, in that situation we can hear the sound. So in this poem, again question is, what are the thoughts, feelings which came into your mind when you heard this sweet music of the rain, sweet musical sound of the rain falling on the roof of your home? Now let's read the poem to find out what feelings, emotions, what were the dreams the poet had experienced while he was in his room and he listened to the sweet musical sound of the rain falling on the roof of his home. Now I read there are three stanzas in this poem. Now I read the first stanza. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. When the humid shadows hover. Humid means something which has moisture. Here humid shadows. Humid shadows means dark clouds. Hover means move around something. So the first line tells that when the dark clouds move around in the sky, when the dark clouds full of rain move around in the sky, over all the starry spheres, star, at the time when there are stars in the sky at night time. At night time, when the dark clouds full of rain move here and there, hover means move here and there around in the sky, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. Those dark clouds, dark sky, dark clouds seems to be melancholy means sad, seems to be sad. Clouds are so dark, moving at night time. There is no stars. The whole sky is covered with dark clouds. So it seems the clouds are so sad, melancholy darkness. Dark cloud seems to be sad, and when it rains, it seems that those rains are the tears. Dark cloud seems to be sad, and those raindrops seems to be the tears of those dark clouds. Then the poet feels what a bliss means happiness, to press the pillow of cottage chamber bed. Cottage chamber means his bedroom. The poet feels so happiness at night time when he is sleeping in his bedroom. He feels so happiness, and he is lying on his bed and listening to the patter. Patter means sound of the raindrops falling on the roof. He is sleeping, his head on the pillow, and he is lying in his bed listening to the sweet musical sound of the raindrops which are falling on the roof of his home. So poet expresses his happiness. So we have seen that in the first stanza. The poet has described the scene outside his home. About the scene outside his home, and in his room at night time he is sleeping and feeling so happiness, hearing the sweet musical sound of the raindrops on his head. So students, that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss the rest. Thank you.